So that's how you check uh, continuity on fuses. All right. There's another way, but we're not going to get into that today. To check continuity on your compressor, to check continuity on your fans, to check continuity on almost anything electrical. You can check for continuity to see if it's any good. That's all part of troubleshooting. That's very, very important, class. Very, very important to understand the sequence of troubleshooting. All right? That's what I say. You don't have this, you lost. You go to Miss Smith's house over there in Northwest. She call you Mr. Simpson, saying she have a problem. You don't bring this, might as well go back home. Right? All right. So this is important.
When you check the continuity, we're gonna put the sign on the home side, right? On the home continuity.
Okay, let's put it on continuity for the symbol and see what we get. Only thing, you won't get the audio. But if you put it here on audio, it's the same as starting to do it. So I don't even know why they have it there, but yeah, you can get the same. All right, I'm gonna put it on.
You put it in the audio?
No, it's all for audio. Still nothing.
Doesn't matter if you select this wires or they were somewhere immediate positioning.
Now you'll get a reading. Yeah, you'll get a reading. Yeah. What was the question?
The question is terminal wire where they're supposed to be.
Don't matter.
Does more?
Oh, yeah. You got your red.
The red is supposed to be
yeah,
there.
in the black. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Back, I'm trying to tell the city I got a good one. My thing working on that.
No. This is the audio symbol here. Yeah, put them together. You have batteries in there? Yeah, you do. All right, well, put yours on audio.
Do I have to turn that one?
No, put it like this. Wait. Sorry, man. That's a good question.
I have to check the batteries, maybe.
Yeah, I might have to put it back.
Okay. Make sure the batteries are in the right way. It probably is because you got the symbol that came up. Okay, Miss Wilson. Yours is working well. Okay, any questions on the meters? Now, we definitely going to get back to the meters class. They'll give you more details about using these meters. Almost like every day we're going to use these meters. So please, if you don't have one, please, you got to get one. If you have one, make sure, huh? Yeah. And make sure you have, when you get your multimeter, this is a multimeter. Okay, it means that it can do multiple tests, right? So make sure you have all of these symbols when you get your meter. Make sure you have the jaws, the adjustable jaws, to test your amperage. All right? So this is important. All right? These are the symbols you must have. This is your capacity symbol. This is temperature. This is what I'm on. Temperature. This is your audio sound. This is ohm, resistance. This is voltage. AC or DC, it doesn't matter. That you said?
Yeah, but I got numbers right here.
But you got the battery, you had the batteries in wrong?
Nah, then I go all the way down here.
Oh, okay.
Right there like that. I had to put it on.
Okay, good.
I put it on.
So class, these are the meters. Make sure you get this type meter. Make sure you have the symbols.
Let me see.
Okay.
No, I think you gave me mine back.
Oh, yes, Mr. Miss Smith, I'm sorry. This she, Miss
They
Smith?
go to audio.
Okay, let's do this real quick, class. Do a quick review of last week's class. Last week we showed 2 videos, right? What were the videos on? What did we show on the videos?
Outside you need to utensils.
We talked about that. But what was the name of that video? What was it all about?
AC,
AC what?
parts,
AC parts. Very good. He talked about all of the different air conditioning parts or components, right? What were some of the parts that he talked about in the video?
it started with the outside condensing unit.
Outside condensing unit. All right. Now, I want someone to point to an outside condensing unit that's in this room. I don't want you to check this one. Where? Where you talking about? I can't see you pointing over there. Go to it and point, okay? Where? You might need to come up and point to it.
Yeah, right there.
Right here? Huh? Here?
Yeah, that one.
All right. Is he right, class?
Nah, them all panels.
All right.
Them panels.
Where are you talking about now?
Right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
No, we'll tell you what this is in a minute. Not that. Oh, you talking about this here? Ah, very good, very good. This is the outdoor condensing unit for the classroom class, right here. All right, yeah, this is the outdoor condensing unit. And this is what it's called a non-fused disconnect.
The same thing as that jump.
Yeah. Same as the one on the table there. But the one on the table is a fused disconnect. This is a non-fused disconnect, meaning that you don't need fuses for this one. There's no fuses needed. All right? And you can pull them out and it will let you know what it is, fused or non-fused. All right? All right. So, what did he say about the outdoor disconnect?
That's how you check the power, right?
That even
Okay, you check your power at the outdoor disconnect. What else?
so even if you take out the outdoor disconnect, the contactor or the factor that still has power to it, so it receives.
If you do what now?
Even if you disconnect the power to that, is it the contactor or the factor that still has some?
All right, no, not that. I know what you're talking about, but no, not that. If you take that disconnect out, the contact, everything is off. Where it's feeding, the condensing unit, everything's going to be off. So you have to make sure that that is pushed in and the fuses are working well. All right. So you know how to test fuses now, right? So you check your fuses. If you have a fuse disconnect, you get your meter and check the fuses. All right. What else did he say? Primarily, that's the electrical component that gives power to the condensing unit. And the condensing unit is right behind you, Mr. Stan.
Yeah, that's what we're pulling that first.
This is the condensing unit here. All right. Now, this contactor, this this is a 2-ton unit here. 2-ton unit. How many BTUs is a 2-ton unit? Anyone? You're gonna hear that term a lot. How many BTUs? Especially in the summertime. Everybody wanna know how many BTUs do I need? How many BTUs?
So this is a 2 gauge or
That's a 2-ton unit. How many BTUs? How many BTUs make up 1 ton?
12,000.
12,000. If that's 2, then that should be what? That should be 24,000 BTUs. All right. For the 2-ton unit. 12,000 to 1. Well, that's all you need to
it's an
know.
R22.
12,000 to 1. What was that?
It's an R22.
Yeah, it uses R22. It's an old unit. Right?
That's it right there.
Right. All the information you need is right there on that data plate. Okay? All right. So, what else did we cover? The outdoor conditioning unit. What else did he talk about in that video?
He talked about the contactor.
The contactor. What about?
Yeah, the contactor takes the bolt from 24 volts. He takes 24 volts and he changes it to, the power for the condenser pass through. Yeah.
How many volts you said?
24 volts.
24 volts. Okay. Now, we have a contactor here. All right, this is a contactor. Now, this is what is called a double pole contactor. This is a single pole contactor. So they have one contactor, right? This one has how many contacts? 2. All right? This is a double pole contactor.
So if I press one, like, you know how they do like the test?
Yeah.
But it work with just chapter 1 or not?
Yeah, you tap 1, both will come on at the same time. Yeah. This is a double pole. This is a single pole contact.
Let me see what you said one more time.
Yeah, pass it through. Now, the contactor is where you wire your condensing unit from your disconnect.
Thermostat coming, right?
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Okay.
Yeah. This is where it's wired. You can wire it here or here.
That's a 2-1, right? I mean, that's a double pole.
That's a single pole. This is a double pole. Okay. Now, let me say this real quick about classroom rules. Please listen to what I'm saying. We have to put our phones away. All right? Please put your phones away in class. All right? If you have to use your phone, you can step outside and use your phone. But while we have in class, you have to put your phones away. Because it's a big distraction. You lose a lot of things that you're saying. And the reason you're here is to learn and pick up as much information as you can while you're here. You only here 3 hours. So these 3 hours, make it work. Make it worth your time. All right? So, and I just, out of respect, I just like for you to put your phones away. Anybody. Like I said, if you got to use it, please, you can step out. It's okay. But let's concentrate here. This is very, very important what we're saying. I went to Lincoln Technical Institute to learn this trade. And right now they're charging $25,000 to go to that school. $25,000. Now, you come in here, it'll cost you a dime. You got $25,000. Huh? You got 25 laying around, Mr. K? What about you, Mr. Simpson? You got 25 laying around anywhere? Oh, he might have it. Oh, okay. Hey, if he got it, that's a good thing. But I was fortunate because I'm a veteran and I went to school. They let you go to school free. You're a vet. So I was fortunate.
Are you in the Army?
Yeah.
Did you serve?
You said when?
I said, what did you serve?
What did I serve?
Yeah.
You mean, what did I do?
Like, who were you with? The blue dog? I mean, not the blue dog.
I was with the 3rd Armored Tech.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in artillery. I was a cook in the artillery outfit. You know, we did field. You got cooks, man. Cooks are the most popular person in the army, brother. Did you know that? Huh? If you weren't good with your cooks, you were in trouble. So we cut you short. You come to that chow line after the food, hey, cut it short. You know? And then you go with the cooks, late at night, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then you want to eat, get some snacks, just take it down there, baking all them good cakes and pies. Hey, man, come on down. That's if you go with the cooks, man. If you ain't good with the cooks, you ain't coming in there. That's all. So, hey. So I was a cook. I went in 1968.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the year I was born.
The year you were born?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Which month?
I went in April 1968.
Oh, before I was born.
Yeah. So, but you know, being a vet, you can go to school free. They let you go free. So, and I went to school every day. I had perfect attendance at Lincoln Tech. The reason being, I didn't have any skills at the time. I was, and I didn't know what school to go to. Let me back up real quick. Tell you this story. I went to Walter Reed Hospital. I was doing housekeeping, and we were the lowest paid in the hospital. A lot of young black men working in housekeeping. They're women too. We were the lowest paid in the hospital, and they had a program called Veterans Assistance. And they say, look, y'all can go to school, we send you to school, we give you time off, you study, 3 hours off each day. Can you imagine your workers, your boss will let you get off 3 hours every day to study? Hey, and they paid for your tuition and all your books. I said, man, you can't get no better than that. And I didn't know what school I wanted. I didn't know what about it. Man, I was so mixed up about what I wanted to do. And so somebody said, man, why don't you do air conditioning? First, I wanted to be an orthopedic technician. Because I used to work in an orthopedic clinic at night. And I used to see the soldiers put the cast on many children. You know, these are soldiers or family members. So putting the cast on their fingers and hands and stuff. And I used to look at them and I said, damn, man, I can do that. But they said, no, you can't come in this class because you have to be in the Army Reserves. I said, okay. So then I wanted to do printing. I was going to go to UBC to take printing. But they wanted you to take English, math, science, all that stuff. I said, no, man, I ain't ready for all that. So somebody finally convinced me to go into air conditioning. So, man, why don't you go to air conditioning? I said, man, I don't know nothing about no air conditioning. So he said, man, that's what you come to school for. I said, oh, you guys want it? I went and took the interview. The guy said, man, you can do this. Come on in. So I started at Lincoln Tech. Lincoln Tech, they had their program was 4 hours a night, 4 days a week. Y'all hear me? Here you do 3. 4 hours a night, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, Lincoln Tech classes. Okay? And it was a 15-month course. 15 months. And look, I ain't bragging, but I didn't miss one day. Why? Because I didn't want to miss anything. I said, man, all this stuff they going to give up for free for me, I can't afford to miss anything. I told my family, told my wife, children, I said, look, I'm going to school, I ain't going to have time for this or that. I'm dedicating myself to learning this trade. I said, it's going to pay off in the end, but right now, I'm learning this trade. So they said, okay. So I finished. When I finished Lincoln Tech, one of my classmates said, man, he called me and said, hey, Hvac, he said, man, you want to work with GSA? I said, yeah, man. Doing what? He said, man, doing air conditioning, and electrical, HVAC, and all that. I said, man, what? I went down for an interview, and the guy said, man, when can you start? I couldn't believe it. I said, good gracious, man. Like I said, I'm the lowest man in the hospital, making very little money, but you know, it was okay. This is something that you get your feet in the door. You gotta do that. So, and to get a job doing that, I was really, man, I was really happy. And they said, man, I said, man, I can 2 weeks. Can I start in 2 weeks? He said, sure, man. So I started at General Accountant Office building, and GSA, they send you all around to all the different government buildings so you can learn all the different equipment in the buildings, because everything's not the same. So I worked at the Commerce, I worked at GAO, General Accountant Office building, courthouse, the tax court, the tariff building, the pension building. I worked at different buildings, learning all I can learn. So when I retired, you know, I retired in 2001. You know, when you retire, I get a pension every month, right? So they wanted us to do this FERS stuff, you know, that, what do they call that? You know, when you put money into this retirement program yourself, well, that money is in the stock market. And I said, no, I don't want that. I want the pension. When I retire, I want to get money every month. Okay? So, I got that when I retired. And y'all know what's a FUMO? You know what's a FUMO?
I know.
Well, we were at Booker T. Washington. The school was at Booker T. Washington Public Charter School up on 14th in Florida, Northwest. He called me and said, man, you want to teach the trades? I said, man, I don't know about teaching the trades. He said, I tell you what you do. He said, come to my class and let me know what you do. So he was teaching plumbing at the time. And I came to his class and sat in. And I said, man, I can do this easy. So I've been with this program for 10 years. This is my 10th year. I started in 2011. This is 2021, right? So that's 10 years. So that's what I've been doing. And we had guys people who left this class doing real good, man. Look, one of the students came, he was at Booker T. He's now the chief engineer at the MGM. Y'all know the MGM, the casino was out there?
Yeah.
Hey, man, chief engineer, brother. You know how much money that is? That's good money, man. And he came looking for he said they need 3 people. 3. All right? Guys have come here working with Spartan. Y'all heard of, you see these trucks on the street, right? Mm-hmm. Spartan, Michael and Son, all that. Hey, man, these guys are working with these trucks, man. Some got their own business, man. So look, the future is it's wide open, man. And I hope that you as young people will learn this thing, man. We can do this, man. But look at yourself 3 years from now. Where do you want to be? Picture yourself. 3 years from now. Where do you think you would be in 3 years? So right now is the time you prepare, right, Mr. City? This is the time you prepare for 3 years. Even 2 years. Where are you going to be? What are you going to be doing? We had 2, I'll never forget, those young men were sitting in the back. 2. He was some bright young brothers, man. They were 20, 21 years old. And I had them for a minute, but I lost them. And I found out they were working. And I said, hey, man, these guys, they was working at Foreman Mills, man, making 7 something an hour. No. Look, you start out Foreman Mills making 7 something an hour, okay. Don't stay there. Look, they had opportunities to learn this trade and quadruple that number. So, I don't know what they're doing now. I tried to reach him, but I couldn't reach him. All I know is they were running up on me. So I'm here as the instructor, trying my best, man, to make sure that everybody here get real good education in this trade. And I take up a lot of my time, and they pay me too, but, a lot of my time outside of this class, researching, making sure that I have all the information available to you, to give to you, so you can be one of the best students. So when you leave, you want to start your own business, hey, I will give you all the help I can give you. If you want to start your own business, you want to work for a company, look, like I say, there was a guy who came here. He was a senior at Northwestern High School. God is my witness. He used to sit right there. I had a picture of him. He used to have a flyer of school. He was in there. But when he was a senior at Northwestern High School, he graduated the same day we had graduation here at Four Walls. He both graduated that same day. The next day, he got a job with, I think it was Hvac. Because he called his company and said, look, I finished school, I want to work. He said, come on in. And now this young man, I think the last I heard, he had left them and was working with Michael and Son. Y'all heard of Michael and Son company, right? They do air conditioning, yeah. They do residential, commercial, and they're one of the biggest in the area, Michael and Son. And when you work with them, they will send you to Richmond, Virginia for about 3 months and give you additional training, right? But if you already know a lot of this stuff, that training, man, you up on the average, on the other guys, So, look, and then after that, you work about a year or so, and you have your own truck. When you got your own truck, man, you there. When they give you the keys to a truck, that means that they trust you. That means that they trust that you know how to do certain things, right? So, I want to get y'all in that position where you can do things that I didn't learn. I want y'all to excel beyond me. I'm an instructor right now, but look, you can pass me with your knowledge and skills. Hey, that's what I want. I hate to get off on a little tirade like that. I'm passionate about everybody here, man. I want everybody here to do well, man. So, if you got a family, man, you're not married, or you're family, getting a family, this is setting that foundation for your family. You got making an honest salary, you got a skill. Everybody wants you, man. When they know you got the skill, they're going to call you. Hey, man, I got a problem with my lights. I got a problem with the air conditioning. I got a problem with the plumbing. I got a problem with this. Come and help. Look, man, money out there. A lot of money out there. It's a lot of money out there, man, to be gotten. All right? But you have to be skilled. Okay, when you go out to do the job, you have to be skilled at what you do. You have to be professional at what you do. And we go over the customer service thing later on in the course. But all these things is so important. Now, we started off talking about this thing right here called the contact. All of these air conditioning systems you see have a contact, right? And it's powered here or here, all right? That 240 volts that came from that outdoor disconnect, all right? That's what turns this thing on. It turns on the fan. This is your fan here. This is your condenser fan. It turns that on, and it turns on the compressor. Right? That's what this